So we'll drive through Homestead and we'll get a lot of good opportunities for some good footage because the trees are just absolutely loaded with fruit right now. I hate going to Miami, but I love going to Homestead. It's definitely less fun when you're by yourself.
Well, I'm glad I could keep you company.
Yeah, I think you know, experiences are better when they're shared. You know, Detwise could do some sort of reality TV show like The Office. You know, I think it would be. We have enough characters that are pretty funny. It's a good fruit. I'm so pumped. The tree is so loaded. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I like to go to the Fruit and Spice Park to do tropical fruit research. There's fruit trees from all over the world growing there. Hundreds of mangoes, fruits you never even knew existed. And I like to go there because it gives you a good idea of what's in season, what will be in season soon. You can taste fruit at the Fruit and Spice Park, and if you get exposed to a fruit that you never knew about before and you really like it, and it's at the Fruit and Spice Park, there's a good chance that there's a farmer nearby that is growing and producing that fruit, because lots of people come to the Fruit and Spice Park to do tropical fruit research. I mean, Americans don't even know what they're missing out on with fruit that's being grown in their own country. It's, you know, people come to Florida for Disney, but I'm telling you, you should be coming to Florida to try rare and exotic tropical fruit in abundance. They're smart at the Fruit and Spice Park. They planted Sapote trees on the outside of the fence line, so nobody has to hop the fence to steal fruit. There's fruit trees on the outside. You can help yourself. There's Sapote just piling up on the floor. Here we go. The holy land of tropical fruit. Yeah, so the Fruit and Spice Park is technically a public park that's run by Miami. You do have to pay to get in, but that fee is for the maintenance of the park. You know, to maintain these fruit trees, it's got to be done. But you get to eat all the fruit you want. So, I mean, if you, for $25, you can get a year membership and basically eat fruit like no king in ancient history ever could. So it's a sweet deal, yeah. This is called a Malay Apple. This is another like early summertime tropical fruit here. It's crunchy like an apple, but it's lighter and fluffier, and there's almost a sort of rosy quality, or rose quality to the flavor here. But if you look up here, these are the fruits here. Absolutely awesome, 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 delicious fruit. And it's got some pretty stunning flowers as well. If you look up here, here's the flower of the Malay apple. Fantastic. Oh my goodness, so good. Like I said, look, there's a fruit tree. I don't even know what it is. You know, it's a Fruit and Spice Park. Really one of a kind place to do fruit research. You will always find something new and exciting no matter what time of year you come here. We're in a banana patch right here. We got some lovely fruits up here. Yeah, I feel like bananas are a staple in Florida. They grow like a weed. Everyone should have some bananas going on. I don't know, it's not the tropics if it's not bananas. And bananas aren't all boring like the ones you get in every store across the United States. There's so many different variety, so much variation within bananas, you know, textures and flavors. Some taste like ice cream, you know, so yeah, get adventurous with trying the different varieties of bananas that grow in Florida. It's a real treat, and they're super easy. You plant them, you forget about them. Who doesn't want that? It's lazy gardening. You know, it's a win for everyone. Oh, we got a nice specimen over here. Oh, a lot of people don't know that the banana plant has a flower. This is the banana flower right here. So these are the little parts that eventually would ideally be pollinated and would grow out into fruits, but I think this one set all the fruit that it's going to set. I don't think you're not going to get any more fruit out of this flower. That's probably it. Usually what a farmer would do is would come in and after it's done setting fruit, remove the flower, because they want the plant to put all of its energy in pumping up the fruit rather than using energy to sustain this flower, which is no longer going to produce any fruit. So if it were me, if it were my plant, I would just chop this flower off. They sell them in Vietnamese market. There's a way markets. There's a way to process them into food, but I'm not necessarily into that. This looks like a white sapote. I could be wrong though. It is a white sapote. I hope we find some. These are really, really good. A lot of people don't know about the white sapote. Hopefully I will change that. We can find a good source to bring them into the markets. It's such a fantastic, almost unknown fruit to Americans. White sapote. These guys here. Yeah. Delicious. We're under a canopy of star fruit right now. There's no fruit on them, but they're blooming, so star fruit's coming back around. But yeah, I think star fruit's another staple fruit tree. One tree can make so much fruit. Don't you feel like we're in the Garden of Eden? Just quiet, peaceful. Every tree here to give you food or medicine, you know? This is a tamarind tree. A lot of you might be familiar with tamarind. We've been selling it at Detweiler's for years now. It's good for the liver. It's got a nice tart flavor. I like to make a hot tea with it. Love tamarind. But yeah, it grows very well down here in Florida. You know, it's popular in Asia, popular in South America. Yeah, every tamarind, good tree. It's a legume, I believe. Oh yeah, we got a little baby Annona growing right here. Here we have the largest tree-borne fruit, the jackfruit. One of my, I don't know, I feel like I'm obsessed with jackfruit and I never get over it. It, you know, inspired the flavor of juicy fruit chewing gum. The seeds can be roasted like chestnuts. You know, they're prized for their lumber. You know, you can grow them from a seed and they'll have fruit on them in 2 to 3 years. I've seen it many times. And you know, these trees just insist on feeding you abundantly. And it's just got, they just, eating the fruit, it just feels nourishing, you know, easy to grow. If you want to plant a jackfruit tree, I would not advise you let them get as tall as these trees though, because see how high up some of these fruits are? I mean, you don't want to be standing under a jackfruit tree that's this tall when these fruits are falling down. So I tell people, you know, don't let your trees get taller than 12, 15 feet maximum. You know, you want to encourage them to grow lower to the ground because it might even be, like this fruit looks like it's ready to fall down. It's already got squirrels or something eating it. So yeah, if you plant a jackfruit tree, don't let it get too tall because you don't want to have to climb for that. I've seen people climb for jackfruits and then they cut them and the fruit's so heavy that they fall out of the tree with the fruit. Nightmare. Don't let your jackfruit trees get too tall. Prune them back, maintain them at a height of like, you know, 10 to 15 feet maximum, in my opinion. We got a couple Mame trees. I wonder which one's got some nicer specimens on it. Yeah, so the thing about Mame is they take up to 16 months to ripen on the tree. There's only 12 months in a year. That means there's fruit on the tree year round. So there's always fruit of different stages. Like these little guys have a long way to go. But if you look over this way, there's a much larger fruit up in the trees. Mame is another one that I can't live without. It's like just like a sweet potato that fell out of the Garden of Eden. A lot of people think sweet potato is a strange flavor for fruit, but it's not really like sweet potato. It's like a fruity sweet potato that I cannot live without it. I'll never stop singing praises for Mame, ever. Here, look at that. Looks like a Valencia Pride mango over here. It's outside the normal, the area where the mango collection is. I was surprised to see that there. But yeah, mango, first mango sighting. Yeah. I met a Hindu once who told me that Hindus have a saying that there is no heaven without mangoes. And I don't have any religious scripture that can back that up, but I get a feeling he's probably not wrong. We've got some soursop trees over here. Soursop's getting really popular at Detweiler's Farm Market. And for good reason, because it's delicious. If you've been in a Detweiler's market and you're a fan of Detweiler's tropical fruit, you've probably have already had our Soursop, and it's delicious. But I found this, I think, really rare Soursop here at the Fruit and Spice Park. If you're familiar with Soursop, it's white on the inside, it's got these seeds. This is like a seedless Soursop with a yellow flesh, and it tastes and smells like banana meets pineapple. I mean, really, it's spot on banana meets pineapple, and it even tastes like it. Like I can't, like, this is a money crop right here. I can't believe this isn't mainstream yet. Detweiler's has to make this go mainstream. I'm gonna have to get some cuttings, propagate this super rare fruit. You know, and it's loaded in fruit right now. It's gorgeous. Yeah, look at this guy here. I don't know what divine purpose the spikes on this fruit serve, but you know, they definitely look cool. I don't know what their function is, you know, the texture on the outside of this fruit, but what a stunningly delicious and amazingly fragrant botanical wonder we have stumbled upon here. You won't find this in any market. You'll never see a yellow-fleshed, basically seedless Soursop with a flavor like pineapple and banana. Someone needs to plant acres and acres of this, because this is money right here, without a doubt. Like, that's just phenomenal. It's like mango, pineapple, banana in a Soursop. It's amazing. Yeah, there's quite a bit of fruit too. It's a productive tree. That's amazing. I'm gonna be such a sticky mess by the time we're done here. God bless the soul who donated this specimen to the Fruit and Spice Park and left it here for other people to find and discover and propagate. Because this is how new fruits and new flavors make their way to the market, is everyone contributing a little bit to the research and passing it along down the line.